this guy over here, which I read. Um, so it was going to be more realistic, 'cause, right? A lot of times when I do, have a library, I won't read the docs, right? All I'll do is start trying to play with it. So that's what I'm going to do here. Um, so I'm going to pip3 install, what was it called again? Um, Pi card deck. First, I'm going to guess that that's the name of it on PyPy. We'll see. Pip3 install that. Okay. How will I do this? Python 3-m Python should do it. Whoops. Whoops. All right. All right. Import PyCard. Whoops. PyCard deck. All right. PyCard deck. Help of PyCard deck. Oh, great. All right. Deck of cards with all logic. That sounds great. PyCard deck. We have some exceptions. Cool. We have a deck object. That sounds like the thing. Cards none. Interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to put the cards in myself. If it's none, it's probably going to, by default, something useful, right? Cool. Cards left. Whoops. Cards left. Whoops. Cards left. Has none type has no object of type. None type has no length. So there are no cards yet, maybe. What about d dot add single? Maybe I'm supposed to build a card object. PyCard deck dot card. No. I wonder what a card is. Add single. I'm just going to try to put a number in there, see if that works. None type did not have insert. Where's that coming from? So when I did add single, I had the card there, and somewhere we have a none happening to something. Okay. Dot reshuffle, shuffle back. I'm guessing those are kinds of, what are these things? Shuffle. Randomize the order of the cards. Okay. Shuffle back. Shuffle the disc. Oh, okay. So this must be a thing where we have a deck and a discard pile. That's cool. Draw. You can draw from either side. So I guess I want to put cards in. I just don't quite know what a card is supposed to be. Okay, let's go back to this. Import PyCard deck. Are there other... Oh, dot deck. Maybe that's what I want. Ah. Is that something? Not a card. Choice. Log. No, it looks like I'm supposed to use the top level one. Dot. Again. PyCard deck. So we'll put some cards in there. Cards equals a list of numbers. How about? Let's see if that works. Okay, so our repr is deck of cards. I would prefer if the repr were something like, I don't know, well, I won't change it, but if it, to me, the text, I would like something that suggests an object, right? Ideally, it would be how to create the object again, right? If I have a list, if I have a string here, the repr is how to recreate the same object. So it would be cool if PyCard deck dot repr were a function that took, like for self, what it did was it returned, I don't know, like card, maybe deck of plus self.cards plus that. Something like that. So now I look at D. Oh. Why didn't that work? Because I just put it on the module, and I meant to put it, just delete, meant to put it on the class deck. Can't convert list to stir, so I can't just add that plus repr. Cool. Yeah, I like that better. I'm not saying that this works necessarily. Okay, let's keep going though. We have our deck. I want to draw one, and the new state is just those ones. Is there a discard pile? Discard pile. Discard pile is, oh, it's a list itself. Interesting. So draw doesn't put it in the discard. D dot discard. I don't know, a new number. That. So far it seems like I can use whatever I want as cards, and I kind of like that. I can, make it about. All right, well, let's just try to write some software here. This is a great library. I'm going to write a Go Fish game. Go Fish with this thing. So I'm definitely going to need import pi card deck. Draw pile equals pi card deck dot deck, where the cards are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll be, I don't know, what, like list of range of, how many kinds of fish are there? Like 8 or something? If we're playing Go Fish with like the old kitty deck that has actual fish on it. I guess if it's a normal deck, there are 13 kinds of cards. We'll multiply that by 4 for 4 suits that they don't matter which one is which in Go Fish. All right, and I'll just call it deck. That's the deck. I'm going to see if this is working with import. Did I call it temp pi or something? Whoops. What? Have I saved it yet? It's called Go Fish. Import Go Fish. Whoops. Import Go Fish. Deck. Cool. And I'm going to turn on auto reloading. Right. Cool. Player, let's see, so I'm going to say for player in players. Maybe we'll have players will just be their decks. They start with nothing. Let's deal cards. What that does, given a deck, is that it I found that funny. What deal cards does is it returns our players for each of the players. For I in range 4. How many cards do you start with in Go Fish? Maybe 5? For each of those, for player and players. Now I forget what it was, so I'm going to look. Go Fish .deck. We'll have to shuffle it first. That's a good idea. Go Fish .deck. Draw. Cool. Okay. Player .push, or append in Python. Append deck .draw. Great. And then it will return the players. So let's see if this is working. Let's do go. Let's see. Players equals go fish dot we'll have to build a deck first. D equals go fish dot build. I need to restart this. Oops. This might not be working. Yeah, import go fish dot build deck. And then if I were to rerun this and put a print in here, print. Cool. Okay, so my auto reloading is working. Let's say players equals go fish dot deal cards of that deck. Cool. Players look like this. Great. And then we'll write one called take turn. And for like a player, which is just a list of cards, and a deck. And what that does is that the player will have to choose a random other one. So well, I guess we'll need all our players. Other players, deck, take turn to choose another of the players. Random. How about from random import? Is it choose or choice? Import random dot choice. Yeah. Choice. Other equals other players. I'll just make this take the player and then which one is going. Cur equals players sub I. Others equals players from 0 up to I. 0 to 0, yeah, and so not including that, plus players from I plus 1 on. Other will be choice of players. Others, other dot, then we're going to print request equals cur dot, okay, just a choice of cur. So we're going to choose one of the cards from the current players list, and we're going to print player, let's see, player cur asks player other for a, what do we say, for a request. Request. I'm just going to try this now, see how it's going. Cur, yeah, I forgot, oops. Let's see how we're doing. So we have our list of players, take, what's it, go fish dot take turn of players. Well, let's have the first player take a turn with this deck. Take turn, whoops. I need to reload. Oops. Oops. There we go. Cool. Then we could actually put the if here, right? Like if cur, and now I guess another way I could have done this is use a deck for each of the players too. Are there some nice methods on there for that? Go fish. Let's look at any that would be useful here. I thought you had has card, right? Cards left could be useful. Discard, draw. So yeah, maybe I should be using shuffle back. Draw specific. What does that mean? Specific card to the deck. Card identical to the one you're looking for. Presumably that means identity, like that object identity, or is that like equals, like compare equal? It'd be nice to specify that. Anyway, it looks like maybe I could change this. All right, I'm going to call that good for taking a look. Thanks. So this looks cool. You saw what it was like for someone to try to start to use it. As you mentioned, I think examples would be great. All right, sign off.